Best CorpNet hacks to save money on state fees. Ever wondered how you can legally slash those state fees when setting up or maintaining your business entity? I know I have. When I started diving into the world of business formation, specifically with CorpNet, the one thing that kept nagging at me was the cost, especially those recurring state fees. It felt like I was hemorrhaging money just to stay compliant. But after a lot of research and a few conversations with their compliance specialists, I realized there are genuine, legitimate ways to optimize this and save significant cash. This isn't about shady loopholes. It's about smart entity management and leveraging CorpNet services strategically. Here are the 3 best hacks I've personally used to keep those state fees as low as possible. 1. Optimize your annual report timing. One of the biggest and often unnecessary costs comes from state reporting. Many states require an annual report and charge a fee for it. The trick is to understand your state's filing deadline and coordinate your initial filing with it. For example, if your state's annual report deadline is April 15th, and you form your LLC on April 16th, you typically get a full 12 months before that first report is due. If you file on April 14th, you might have to pay the fee and file a report almost immediately. I always worked with CorpNet to time my formation right after the state's official report period closed. This little detail can effectively defer that state fee for a whole year, saving you that initial cost and keeping the money in your pocket longer. 2. Strategic registered agent location. This hack is critical, especially if you operate in multiple states or are considering moving your principal office. The state where your registered agent is located can influence various fees and requirements, particularly for foreign qualification. I found that by using CorpNet's registered agent service, I could manage my compliance across states without physically setting up an office. But the biggest saving comes from choosing the right initial state for your domestic entity, often determined by tax or fee structure, not just where you happen to live. While CorpNet provides the service everywhere, researching the most cost-effective state for your specific business structure, like Delaware or Nevada for certain C Corp, or Texas for certain LLCs, can drastically reduce ongoing annual fees and franchise taxes. I relied on CorpNet's initial consultation to confirm which state offered the best total cost of ownership regarding fees. 3. Leverage CorpNet's automated compliance calendar to avoid penalties. This might sound like a given, but avoiding late penalties is the most straightforward way to save money. And trust me, state penalties for late filings are brutal, often far exceeding the cost of the actual report fee. I used to manage deadlines manually, and it was a nightmare. The single biggest saving I attribute to CorpNet is their compliance calendar service. They track all my state deadlines for annual reports, statement of information filings, and tax deadlines. When I signed up for their compliance service, it was essentially a small insurance policy. When a deadline approached, I'd get an alert and they would handle the filing. This completely eliminated the risk of those costly late fees that can be hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars. It's a recurring service fee, yes, but the cost of the service is negligible compared to the cost of a single missed state deadline penalty. It's an investment in guaranteed compliance that directly protects your bottom line. These 3 strategies, timing your formation, choosing the right state for long-term fee savings, and leveraging automated compliance to sidestep penalties, have been my biggest financial wins using CorpNet's platform. They keep my business compliant and significantly lower my overall state fee burden. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.